There you go. Nice South Texas rainstorm. Actually, a lot of water in a very short amount of time. We're going to show you some flooded areas here probably in a minute. Not that I want to make fun of my employer, but when you suggest that they do a certain type of drainage and they don't, we might get to see some of the after effects. Oh, there you go. That over there, sitting over there, it's on a wash rack. I don't know if you can see it real well because of the recording in the rain. Is a driveway paver. Little Barber Green hot mix asphaltic pavement layer. So sitting out there in the rain. So let's see what we can get. There's your lime slaker. Looks like it's just been painted. Let's see. Well, uh-oh. They have appeared to have locked me in. I gotta go to another entrance. That right there is an asphalt distributor. Typically, for us, it typically does MC30, what we call prime, and like any kind of AC type asphalt for seal coats, like AC10, 5, 15P, 20TR. There you go. Water truck tanks. I'll take a little break. Hold on. Turn it back on, maybe I'll see some lightning. See, I guess from the north you'd say lightning, but here it's lightning. You just go ahead and cut the G off. I finally got the rain finally calmed down long enough for me to get in the truck. We're going to show you an example of what sheet flow. We'll see if we get over there in just a minute. This is all just some of our equipment in our yard. You know, various water trucks. There's an old Barber Green. That's the mainstay of Foremost for about a decade. And we're on to a Cedar Rapids paver now. Much more sophisticated, less hosing and piping and more. Hey, maybe get you a little lightning in the background. Got a loader loaded up for on a low boy. It'll be hauled off for tomorrow. We'll see. There you go. There's some. This is what you call. Let's see if we can get a good look at that. This right here is like kind of a sheet flow. This is what happens like in your neighborhoods, curb and gutter sections. When you had grass and dirt, the soil would soak up most of it, or a lot of it, and whatever goes off is runoff. Well, when you have pavement, concrete, all damn near 100% of it becomes runoff. And so the secret to it all is in your neighborhoods, whatever, you have a curb and gutter section where hopefully that water rolls to an inlet, across the street to another inlet. Well, the secret to it is that those inlets, no matter how much you complain to your city government or your state government or county or township or whatever it is, those inlets can only take so much water at one time, at a minute, let's say per minute. So much volume of water. Well, as a rule, it's probably a 10-year or 20-year storm, which is really more of a calculation of amount of water than it is to the number of years. Like, for example, 20-year storm. Hey, we had a 20-year storm, we won't have another one for 20 years is inaccurate. It's just a probability of a certain amount of water. So your, whoa, there's another piece of lightning. Your flood protection, like your flood insurance, is based off floodplains, or like 50-year floodplains and whatnot. But most of your curb and gutter sections are designed off to probably a 10, a 15, I would doubt maybe even a 20-year storm. So if you have, for instance, a 50-year storm, that'd be more water than that inlet can handle. But the secret to it is intensity. If you have a bunch of rain really, really fast, it can't handle it. So, for example, there's well, that's our, back over there is our water detained, I can't even say the word, retainage pond. And it kind of controls all the flooding in an effort to keep erosion. You're not allowed to, you're trying to keep that water there, because if we were to, for example, drain it into the street, that wouldn't really pass certain guidelines, because you would be adding more water. Water would be leaving your area faster than it was originally designed, or I should say the way God intended it. So that's why when you'll see like Walmarts and all those type of things, they tend to have detention ponds. It's only there to keep the water there in a pool long enough so that it can drain off slower, because the land that they originally bought drained at a certain rate. And so, consequently, you have a ditch that's starting to get filled up. Once it fills up, let's see. Let's get a good shot over here. All right. You can tell that they didn't design this properly, in my opinion. Let me see if I can zoom in right here. If you go, like right in there, you can't see it. We might be here in a second. There is an 18-inch pipe that goes across the street right here to that spot right there. Well, there's only one pipe in there. Well, you know, just look. You've got all that asphalt, and 99% of it drains right to this ditch. Then you have whatever rainfall falls in that ditch, and whatever rainfall falls basically in that road goes into that ditch that goes to that pipe. So it doesn't take a hell of a lot of rain for it to fill that up. And then once it fills up, it does, there you go. There's you a good picture of the SET, a safety end treatment. They used to just have the end of a pipe, but I guess they decided that people were killing themselves by running into them. So we'll just make a ramp. So now when they hit it, they'll go airborne. So, you know, that's for the average driver. Let's turn around here. Some people do careful editing during their video blogs. I'm one clip, one take Johnny. You get one shot with me. I'm not playing this game. Windows Media Player, it's great for some people, but we in the South, it's too sophisticated for us. You can just ask Best in Show Brian. So anyway, so once it fills up, obviously the natural drainage of the ground goes across here. It's starting to get a little heavy. And then a retainage pond. Cool thing about this retainage pond is it's very seasonal. We have have dove and certain types of bird. In fact, there's one right there making a run for it. Very exciting. If I don't get struck by lightning. It's pretty nasty. There's a nice tornado warning out here, right where I'm at. Perhaps we'll get one. There's an old co-op over there. It no longer runs. It's no longer co-oping. All right, we are now coming to the front, and yes, for those who might view it, maybe perhaps Best in Show Chris, this was my office. There it is over there. What you'll notice is there's not a second floor on any building here. Flat, no hills. Yes, that is South Texas for you. What are you gonna do about it? Anyway, perhaps you learned something. Maybe we'll get another clip here in a second. If not, I will talk to you later.